Tarron with Twisted Mesquite Performance Horses. We're on a mission to create a world-class 2-year-old program that specializes in reining cow horse. Today we are doing a video with Cinco. This is her 16th week in our program. We're going to go over some of the things we've worked on so far this week. There's a couple of these exercises that we've been working on in the arena. Just helping her get out and get to work in a good controlled environment, and more so where the ground is good and you're not concerned about having this horse lope around and finding a hole or anything like that. So we just do a lot of that stuff in the arena, and then bringing her outside, making it to where this is, we get to come out, we get to walk around, we get to trot around, we get to work on a couple more exercises out here, and it's a rewarding experience to be out of the arena and be outside. As with her, with this horse, and with Wiz, that is the goal, that's the plan, to be able to take this horse outside and use them outside. And so you want to make, the right thing easy and the wrong thing difficult. And not that we make it difficult for them to be in the arena, but we for sure want to set it up to where the right thing is the relaxing thing. And so get it to where they are relaxing outside. And if we had a situation to where we were on a big old ranch and we could turn this horse loose and just ride for 5 miles at a time, we would get it to where this horse was okay with being outside, and you could get that relaxation through working this horse's feet in the very environment you wanted to relax in. So we just kind of shifted that around a little bit, where we're just making it, we're making it to where we're working them a bit more in the arena, and then bringing them outside to where this is where they like to be, and they can relax out here, and then we can get to their mind a little bit more while we're outside with them. And then we can work on some of those exercises outside as well. So I'll just kind of trot her around. We'll just kind of see what we're feeling. With her, some of it she's had a little bit of a playful attitude, or just little attitude come out and throws her head a little bit and all this stuff, where some of that's just cult stuff. She's figuring out things that we're working on, and she's maybe protesting a little bit, but nothing to be concerned with. Just kind of ignore it and keep working on the very things we're supposed to be working on, and it'll get to where some of that attitude comes out of these horses when they do enough work and they spend enough time working and moving their feet. They start paying attention to what they're doing rather than throwing a fit or having an attitude. So while we're here at this trot, as we were doing with Wiz, we want to work on these serpentines. It's just, she's had a little bit more trouble with it than Wiz. Her, it's been, she doesn't really like to get as soft right here. Moving her body in certain ways, and we're just helping her. I want to put my inside foot on her, pick up on her face there. When she gives her nose to me, and I reward her, and I give her face back and give her nose back. This is just helping this horse get soft through her body, helping her understand to follow her nose. And it also, what it does is kind of picks up that inside of their kind of picks her shoulder up a little bit and makes it to where she understands that she can kind of pick that shoulder up and travel around in this little circle. What that does, with her, some of her turns, she kind of has a hard time understanding that she can move her front end. And so all of these things just will kind of help her to where she understands that she can do what we're asking her to do a little better. Just, some of this is just getting this horse more broke, where there's more tools to help this horse do the things we want her to do. And we're giving this horse some more tools and more understanding where you can go and take this horse and be able to put her where you need to in order to help her right there. So this side right here, she wants to drop that shoulder. And so, if a horse is dragging their shoulder across somewhere, it makes it really hard for them to turn going in that direction. And she certainly doesn't like to turn very good. Even when we were doing our rollbacks on the fence, she's very stiff, or she would really drag her front end around. She wasn't very quick with it or light with it, and so some of this stuff is going to help her get to where she can understand how to pick that front end up, where we can help her be able to move it around. And this also just helps them get some more soft through their body. Helps them to understand that they can be soft while they're at this trot. Her right side is better than her left. I think Wiz was the same way. Ideally we want to kind of trot around half a circle right here, have them get soft, tip their nose to us, turn them out and go the other way. Want her to stay trotting out right here. There. It's funny, some of these horses, some of my other horses, their right side is better than their left. And as a horseman, somebody that you want to be cognizant of even your timing and your feel when it comes to using your right and left side and your right and left hands. Well, maybe like for me, I'm predominantly right-handed, but there's a lot of things that I need to be able to do with my left hand, and so I've got to be cognizant of it and work on being able to use both hands and be good at using both hands and do a good job with them, so that I can create a horse that understands how to use both sides of his body. That stop was good there. I like her back up. She kind of backed up a little crooked, but with her, I'm mostly been working on making sure that we keep that cadence coming backwards, as we talked about when we first teaching her. I like that. That was some more effort right there. So that was good. With her turnaround, we're going to work on it as well, just like we did with Wiz. And so we're going to, at this point, we're going to start at a standstill, just like we did with Wiz. Want to be able to flex her and her get soft. So we're gonna work on her right side first. wait till I ask her. I want her to stand still, wait till I ask her. So I'm going to tip her nose into that right side. I'm going to kind of open the door with my body and take my foot off of her a little bit more, put some weight in this right foot, this right stirrup, and push her over here with my left leg. And I want to wait until I kind of get a step around. That feels good. I'll take my foot off of her. What I'm wanting to feel is that she's keeping her hind end pretty, pretty much how she's keeping her. I want her to feel, I want this front end stepping around her hind end. And so, there. She kept walking out of it, so I brought her back. She starts to anticipate it. I'll wait till she gets soft and stays here. I want her to kind of want to feel a turn where she's not trying to walk out of it right there. Kind of pushed on me with my hands a little bit, but she kept her feet. She wasn't walking forward out of there with her feet. We are just looking for a couple turn or a couple steps at this point, because I'm just wanting her to teach. I'm wanting her to understand the basics. That turn was better, and she walked out of it. So again, it's practical for anything that this horse is going to go on and do. We want to be able to turn this horse around, whether we're out in the pasture, in the arena, whatever it is. We need to be able to turn this horse around and, change directions and go somewhere. So we're just helping her understand to move that front end over. If she gets kind of pushing out with her hand or with her face a little bit there, I'm going to wait till she gets soft in my hands there. I'm going to give it back to her. Some of that's just a little bit of attitude. She knows how to get soft on this. She knows how to get soft right here. With just a little bit of attitude, just a little bit of resentment. And you just help them work through that as it comes up and as you go. So I'm not I'm not pulling on these reins. I'm pulling on these reins just enough to where she knows that we're not asking her just to step forward. I'm just kind of stopping the forward motion, but I'm not asking her to give vertically during that turn. At this point, we're not, we don't want to add too many things. We're just making it pretty simple, and then we, as you progress the horse, you can. So there, we got a couple steps. She pretty much pivoted around that hind end. That felt pretty good. Ask her to back up here. She just wanted to push through that bit there. So we're going to do it again to this left side. We're going to do it to this left side and kind of show you go on this left side as well. So I'll open it up, get a couple steps. That was really good. That was really good there. I got a couple steps. She didn't walk out of it. She just stopped her feet, and I let her alone. There, that was good. These colts, this colt here, she's reining bred on both top and bottom, so it makes sense that turnaround would be pretty simple for her. But it's still, when you're, horse can certainly a horse can be bred to do something, but we're still, our job is to help bring that out in them, bring that potential out in them, and help them understand how to use their body and their talent and their skills to the best of their ability. if she, you know, goes to push out and push out into that bridle, but she's kind of doing a little bit. I'm just gonna wait till she gets soft, and I want to move her feet. You know, I'm not gonna jerk on her. I'm not gonna pull on her harder. I need her to move her feet, and so that's where my legs come in. I get a little bit more momentum with them and get a little bit more momentum in her feet. My hands are to direct. She's pushing into my hands right there, throwing her head up. That's her being stiff. It's her not wanting to move her feet, or her wanting to move her feet, go forward without me. I'm not asking her to do that. There. You know, a lot of the things that, you know, you're able to work through a horse's mentality or different things that come up, you use. You know, that's what we have, these different exercises we use, because we're able to work through anything that this horse is having trouble with. If he's pushy, if he's scared, if he's worried, if, you know, any of these things, then we're able to work through those things just using exercises and rewarding him in the right place. And this horse is no different. If she, you know, has a little attitude, we're going to put her feet to work and reward her when she's doing the correct thing, or the thing that, you know, we're wanting her to do. And that'll reinforce that good behavior. There, that was good. She was soft to my hands right there. She backed up a little crooked, but like I said, with her, you know, we're kind of just needing some more movement in her feet, helping her with that back up right there. And so we're just kind of work on one thing at a time. She goes and steps forward without me asking her. I'm going to bring her back till she gets soft and has good cadence in her feet, and then reward her. So that'll be our video for Cinco for this week. You know, overall she's done really well. I'm pleased with how she's progressing. You know, I'm pleased with her starting to figure out her turnaround and how to get soft at that trot, and some of the other exercises we've done in the arena. You know, those have been coming along good, and just helping this horse understand more how to use her body and what to do in order to get along with us and us to get along with them. So that'll be our video for her for this week. We appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next one.